July the 13th, 2011, and this is my two tree tomatoes. In front is a small betta boy, which I'm going to pick one of the tomatoes off it right now. And also got one of the tree tomatoes ripe. I'm not sure if I can break this. I may have to cut it because I've got it held up by a string for it to wait. Well, looks like I am going to have to cut it, so try to do this one-handed. Cut the umbilical cord. Put it down here. These tree tomatoes are different genetically than the regular big boys, and the reason is that it's actually a tree. It has to be planted by a stem and not the seeds. You can see it can sustain quite a bit of damage if you try to pull a branch off. It'll try to peel away from the skin, so you actually have to cut. And I've got several large tomatoes here that'll be getting ripe later. Tons of them up here. This one here is kind of weird looking. And up in here I got more tomatoes. And tomatoes are starting on the other one. I'm glad they're coming in at different times because this way they won't all be coming in at once. So you can see back in the back there's some tomatoes going. And up at the top. And up here, I'm 6'4", and I can't quite reach the top blossoms here. I'm having to attach everything to the shed because these would just fall over on the ground. So what I'm going to do is, like I did in Cuba, I'm going to let these branches go up, fall over, then use this kind of strand here, put another strip across there and let them run horizontally. I figure they'll get about 12, 14 feet before the end of the season. This is the trunk of a 100-plus-year-old oak tree we had to cut down because it was dropping big, huge limbs on my house. These are the two tomatoes. And I'm going to cut these so we can see the difference. Okay, I got the camera on the tripod now. Nobody to help me here today. So we'll go ahead and cut these bad boys up. First, this is the betta boy. You can see it's got lots of seeds. Now the tree tomato. It also has seeds. However, you find that most seeds from tree tomatoes are sterile, so what you have to do is take cuttings off the current plant itself. It's got a lot of meat in the middle, which really makes a nice sandwich like a BLT, or in my case, BMC, bacon, tomato, mayonnaise on toast. And here's the comparison of the two. On your left is the big boy tomato. On your right is the tree tomato. And now for the taste test. First we have the betta boy. Soft on here. Nothing like a fine light to get it all over. Paint the palette. Now we try the tree tomato. Let's see the other one. I tell you what, I got to call it a draw. There's a little bit of aftertaste on the tree tomato, but the betta boy is more juicy. But the tree tomato is probably better for a sandwich, so I'm going to have a late brunch. It's about 10 a.m., so I'm going to have these two tomatoes and about 4 strips of bacon and Hellman's Real mayonnaise. But I will use 15 grain whole wheat toast. This is Dexter Goad. July 13th, 2011. Sign off. MaterManDex.